What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode. It's been a minute, and this is going to be a heavy one, guys. But before we get started, make sure you guys are following us on Instagram, social media, and all that good stuff at We Don't Cook Food. One more time, that's We Don't Cook Food, just so you guys are up to date with the latest and the greatest. Now, in all seriousness, guys, rest in peace to all 8 people, all 8 fans, all 8 ragers who tragically lost their lives in Houston last night at the Astroworld Festival. I'm going to be talking about what really happened in this video, but again, in all seriousness, rest in peace to them. It could have been avoided, I think, and we're going to talk about that. But a little backstory, guys. Astroworld Festival, it's been happening since 2018. It's a big deal. Travis Scott always has a star-studded lineup. All of his friends in the industry come out. It's a great time, and honestly, I'm sure everybody was expecting this to be a really nice welcome back, especially since COVID last year pretty much ruined everything and music festivals basically weren't a thing anymore. So I'm sure people were stoked for Astroworld, all of his fans, and everybody goes crazy for things like the merch and whatnot. But yeah, as you guys can see, this was the lineup. Tomorrow, today, Saturday, Young Thug and his people were supposed to headline. Again, always Travis's best people, and this was just supposed to be a really good ass time. Leading up to Astroworld Festival, Travis was doing a lot in Houston as usual. His organization, Cactus Jack, had a little celebrity get together with the Houston Astros, as you guys can see, and that was all kind of leading up to a release of these Air Maxes that are going to be coming out, new Cactus Jacks. Of course, you're not going to get your hands on them. We probably won't either. I'm not even trying to be negative, but you know how it goes. Here they are right now. And before I get any further, let me know in the comments what you think, guys. Do you like these? Would you rock them? Would you flip them? You know I'm a sneaker channel, but enough about that, guys. All of these things were supposed to just tie into what was supposed to be a really good weekend. Now, to get more serious, guys, this is I'm going to be showing you guys clips of fans breaking through the gates leading into the actual Astroworld Festival. And if you guys pause at any moment, like right now, look at these poor people at the bottom of that pack right there. Some people are getting helped up, and otherwise, look at people are literally getting stepped on, pushed over, just trampled. Now, as you guys remember, I mentioned 8 people ended up passing away here tragically. Again, rest in peace to those people. No disrespect meant by this video at all. Just trying to bring you guys the facts and what we can see. But people didn't actually pass away from this trampling, as you guys can see here. And I'm also going to show you guys another angle, as well as kind of the madness that went on with the merch lines as well. But I'm just kind of showing you guys how disorganized this was and how there's really no presence of anyone. The reason I say that is because I feel like most of his fans, and no disrespect, are probably under the age of 21, if not 18, and the only adults I see are people with their phones out or the news crews like videotaping the madness at the front. At the moment, I don't see any kind of police presence. I don't see any kind of security, so I'm not really sure how they can justify the calamity that happened, like at the gate. I don't understand how all kinds of festivals happen every single year for decades. And here we have 8 kids unfortunately pass away with many more injured. How does that happen? That's the point I'm trying to make with this video is that, like, I've been to festivals. Festivals happen every year except COVID. Again, this is another angle right here where you can see people getting absolutely demolished right here. Security is doing absolutely nothing. This dude's over here taking pot shots at fans, the guy with the vest on, literally doing nothing. And in just a second, you're going to see him just kind of trip a fan instead of really trying to stop anybody. The cops on the horses are absolutely useless, and I don't understand why they're there. They're basically just in the way, and honestly, that horse could have stepped on somebody. And again, this is another clip with what happened when the gates, went loose at the merch table. Look at security absolutely chilling. There's nothing in place to organize these fans. Kids could get hurt tripping over stuff, getting trampled. So it's no wonder that kids actually got hurt a little later in the festival and unfortunately even passed away. Now, another thing I really want to touch on for just a second is I don't have the answers to how to make everything better, But again, I think that security could have been a little tighter. You could see these dudes, these herbs, just literally standing around doing nothing. These kids were rowdy. Here they are lifting up that fence for this merch right here. Now, I'm not going to diss it. We know that it resells. And again, no disrespect, but these security guards were literally like this. There was no pressure applied, so it's no wonder that kids ended up getting hurt and ultimately even dying. So, a little bit more about the festival and kind of what led up to the craziness. So, of course, Travis, the hometown hero, he brings out Drake, aka the certified lover boy, and it's a whole party, man. You see people turning up in the crowd, you see them going crazy. But it was at the same time that unfortunately things started getting pretty sketchy in the crowd. At the same time that the Rager himself, Travis Scott, and Drake were sharing the stage, kids in the crowd were literally fucking dying, dude. Like, uh, I'm gonna show a clip a little later in this video that it's gonna be a little triggering for some people, and I don't say that lightly because I can't tell if people are deceased in the video or not. But it's a clip that it's pretty heavy because you can see people that are obviously passed out that are getting CPR, and I'm going to actually share a couple pictures right now from a person that was actually at the festival. They're sharing their account, and basically, there was no help. People during the festival were passing out, they were losing consciousness, whether from like a heat stroke or not, and there just simply was no help. Imagine you're in the middle of that crowd right there, you're enjoying the show, and all of a sudden you pass out. Next thing you know, you're expecting strangers to help you out, at least not step on you, and the exact opposite happened. So there were some kids in the crowd that were actually trying to help. They were trying to climb onto the monitors and try to stop people. They were trying to get the attention from Travis Scott himself. And I'm going to show you guys in just a second. Travis was aware of people passing out in the crowd and he literally did nothing. You can see multiple clips that I'm going to show you guys of him staring at somebody being carried out of the crowd who's literally unconscious. And this man is still performing. No fucks given. But before you get it twisted, I'm not here to attack Travis Scott or blame him at all, so don't dislike it yet. I'm just saying there was really no help. I'm going to show you guys a clip in just a second of a kid trying to get the attention of one of the videographer people, and even that guy was just kind of shooing him away. So it's kind of like a situation where what do you do? What if somebody's having like a meltdown? What if somebody's having a heart attack, or kids were overdosing, or it's super hot, and what if you just need water and you need a couple seconds to breathe? I'm 6'3" and I have a hard time sometimes staying, level headed and staying in the pit and whatnot, just because it's you're packed in there like sardines. So I can only imagine being a lot smaller and not being able to breathe, and then not being able to get the help to get out of the crowd, or to get people to just help you in general. But yeah, as you can see in these last couple clips, these are kids literally pleading with adults to get help because people around them are quite literally losing their lives. So I want to ask you guys, what would you do in this situation, and who do you think is responsible? And again, in just a couple clips or a couple minutes, I'm going to be showing you guys a clip that's been going viral. I can't confirm if people actually passed away in these clips, but here it is, guys. You can see people on the stretcher being worked on. This is sensitive material, but it's kind of reality. People are really going through it. Fortunately, I've never seen anything like this in real life, but it's just, the reality of what happened last night and what was supposed to otherwise be a really good weekend for a lot of people involved. So, of course, the Astroworld Festival was canceled as a result of what happened last night. This is the statement that the actual festival themselves issued. I want you guys to go ahead and read it, where they basically say, thoughts and prayers with those who lost their lives. We're unsure what happened, but we're going to be cooperating with the police. I'm not sure that they could have said anything else differently. I think the whole situation is just really upsetting. It's sad. I think it's really preventable, like I said. Um, and again, it's such a bummer, man. It's such a bummer, and I don't mean that to undermine, the amount of people that died, and even the amount of people that got hurt or are traumatized because of this. But While I was filming this video, Travis Scott actually tweeted and acknowledged what happened, so I wanted to go ahead and throw up what his response was, whether it was typed up from his team or himself, I'm not sure, but let's go ahead and talk about it, guys. So, Travis Scott says, "I'm absolutely devastated by what took place last night. My prayers go out to the family and all those impacted by what happened at Astroworld Festival. Houston PD has my total support as they continue to look into the tragic loss of life. I am committed to working together with the Houston community to heal and support the families in need. Thank you to Houston PD, Fire Department, and NRG Park for their immediate response and support. Love you all." Man, guys, this was just kind of a little moment of silence again for everything that just took place last night, man. I don't really know what to say. I think it's just a tragedy. I think it was avoidable. A point I made, if you made it this far, I've already said this in the video, but how is it that festivals happen all the time and this type of stuff just simply doesn't happen? Yet here at Astroworld, we get 300 people injured, 8 people unfortunately pass away, and who knows how many people have, trauma from this. So the point I want to make, guys, is always be safe, always stay vigilant. I know it's easier said than done, especially in these situations, but it's such a shame, man, especially with festivals back and being such a fun part of living. And music is always such a good time. So if you do attend in the future, I pray that you stay safe, you enjoy yourself. If you made it this far, let me know what you think of the video. Please hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, guys, thank you for cooking with the kitchen. Stay safe and peace. Thanks.